All right. So I'm going to link into the description this piece from the Food Institute, and we're actually going to tie it into an Amazon grocery business later. But Food Institute has a great article, Why Agentic AI is the Food Industry's Next Big Thing. I'm not going to, for sake of time, I'm not going to go into that article, but I'm going to link it. Basically, agentic AI is AI that acts with autonomy, basically like an agent. It's able to make decisions, complete goals, and it's able to adapt in real time. It does things instead of just like answering to a prompt or a command. So we have that in our mind. We then go over to Uber Eats, and this is posted by The Verge. So I highly suggest agentic AI. They go into how Walmart's using it. It's going to be big. Whatever Walmart does, usually other food industry, players will do it later. But basically, Uber Eats is adding AI to menus, food photos, and reviews. And even some customers can also get paid for uploading pictures of their meals, which was pretty interesting. So basically, the author, Jess Weatherbed, says, the menus on your next Uber Eats order may be embellished using generative AI. The food delivery service is rolling out new features that aim to help businesses advertise and communicate with customers, which include AI additions to menu descriptions, food photos, and review summaries, along with a live chat tool and payments for user-submitted photos. And as I'm saying this, you have seen these examples. It will be on the screen. And so basically, you see these examples of before and after where there's like a dish of scrambled eggs where it's like really up close, but then the AI generated photo has those eggs on a plate. Or there's a really up close photo of tortellini and that's in a bowl. Or there's a salad and it's a to-go container that is then AI photoshopped into a bowl as well. So
And it's also on like a marble backdrop, like it's on a marble countertop.
Yeah.
So interesting.
And so basically, the tools generate descriptions for menu items and summarize customer reviews to quickly give feedback back to the chef. So basically what Uber's doing is it's taking customer reviews and using the AI generative tool to push back to the chef, hey, this is what your customers like and don't like about these meals, which I actually find very exciting. It's also using AI to detect and enhance low-quality food images on menus, and will then make changes with either lighting, resolution, and framing, or editing the food on different plates or backgrounds like we just talked about. So then it goes even further. So for menu items that don't have any images at all, Uber Eats will allow customers to upload a photograph of their own order when leaving a review. The feature is launching globally and can be accessed by tapping the Add Photos option on the Rate Order screen. So if you're a user, might be some extra cash. Customers in the US, UK, Canada, and Mexico may receive a payment in Uber app in-app credits, so credits to be used in Uber Eats app, if their photos are published. So if you take a really good photo or a user takes a really good photo, that will be put on and used by the restaurant. You're saying that they can use that. Uber will pay you with an in-app credit for your next burrito, and it's on to the next one. Now, lastly, Uber Eats is introducing a new live order chat feature that allows businesses to contact customers directly to help resolve any issues with orders before they're sent out. So once an order has been received, merchants can then initiate real-time conversations to clarify special requests, dietary allergy requirements, XYZ. So this is all, for me, there's like the good and the bad. The bad, Uber Eats, a drain on restaurants, but has become kind of monopolized. You have DoorDash as well, but Uber's so big, like it's inevitable with restaurants. So if we're going to get past the fact that Uber Eats is predatory to restaurants, which just saying that is like obviously gross, but it's the reality that restaurants use Uber Eats, then how can restaurants better impact their bottom line? And I think what's really cool is that the agentic AI being used to give chefs feedback where it's like they don't have time to go into every review, or maybe they don't have the will to, so they're just going to get that through. The ability to make food look good, and it's kind of worrisome because like if you make it look too good and then the customer gets the food and it doesn't look anything like the AI generative tool built it out to be, does that expose your business? And then lastly, the live order chat feature, which I think is really important. Anything that allows you to check with dietary restrictions or allergy requirements, I think is really crucial and can be really intuitive for a restaurant. So I was pretty impressed with the Uber Eats applications. I do worry about the AI enhancement. Wondering your thoughts.
Yeah, so not everybody. There's been examples that I've seen of people dunking on Amazon for not necessarily being the most innovative company when it comes to AI. But when I look at some of the flashy things that Google will show off at their conference where, my phone can call my hairdresser and sit on hold for me and have a conversation, blah, 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 blah. I look at Amazon and I say, when I'm looking at a new product that I want to buy, A huge thing that I do is go down right above the reviews. I don't know if you knew this, but like they will summarize the reviews from AI, and they're very straightforward, and they say this has been summarized by AI. Customers cite this benefit, this feature that they really like. Some customers also talk about downfall, problems with XYZ feature of the product. That saves me a bunch of time when I'm researching like, weird hobbies that I might have or things that I want to get into. If like I'm buying a new piece of fitness equipment and I'm going to decide to do a little bit of a rabbit hole and research stuff. I love that feature on Amazon. And so I think it's awesome that, like this technology from AI is not this like gimmicky tool or trick that you can play or show off in a demo, but it actually provides value to people, number one. So that I think is really, really cool. The other one is I already get some of these offers on DoorDash. I don't know if other people listening get this stuff. I think it's $3 they offer DoorDash. If you order an item and it doesn't have a photo submitted from the restaurant, they will pay you $3 in DoorDash credit to upload a photo of whatever it is that you were delivered to your place. This is kind of like the next generation or iteration on what, for most people that don't know, Airbnb did this in the early days. The co-founders were like, how can we get more people to use Airbnb? Well, one of the problems was the photos were really bad on the listings. And so there's this famous story of, the co-founders buying a DSLR camera, and when you would get approved to list on Airbnb, they would come to your place and they would take photos of your place. And they would send a photographer out to your apartment to take images of your place so that it would look better on the app. And so this is kind of like the next generation was DoorDash offering credit. And then now we're seeing the integration of AI in, again, from the demos, it looks, it looks cool. Like it's going to make people's food look better in a world where restaurant owners maybe don't have time or they don't have the resources from a camera, lighting's maybe really bad. And we're going to say, can we use AI to make your food look better, increase your sales? And the point that I don't know if this came across in some of your research, Ray, but like, we can talk about the predatory side of, the fees being really high or not maybe necessarily ranking in your local area for a local business and how that gets sometimes gamified and you have a bad review that can totally tank your restaurant on an app like DoorDash. But a benefit that we want to highlight, if we're going to call out the bad, we got to maybe call out the good here too, is as I understand it, this isn't an extra charge to restaurants. And so they're getting all of this as a benefit without maybe having to pay more, quote unquote, for some of these tech upgrades. Did you see that there was a charge associated with any of this?
I did not, no.
Well, that's great. Like that's two thumbs up from us, I would say. Is that like
maybe I don't know, maybe there is. I didn't see it in the article. I didn't say. It seems like it's just like a genuine update to the platform,
right? And the platform sees this as a benefit for users.
I'm sure there could be like, hey, there could be if people adopt it. I'm sure they will charge, but I don't see it at this time.
Totally, but I think it benefits users too much, and the AI tools are getting cheaper and cheaper. Where I don't necessarily see this actually impacting restaurants from a cost perspective. You might be able to look and say, hey, I can launch new menu items more frequently now because the incentive program with customers is so good that we will get a photo from somebody else, AI will alter it, and now all of a sudden that saved me, 10 minutes throughout my day, and it's going to scale, to however many users we're getting on the app at different times.
Yeah.